in the closet, or my daughter's closet. Had to get away from her. And I wanted to, I had this poem been on my mind, or just came up to my mind. I just want to share it with y'all. It's called Responsibility. It's a long poem. But here it goes. That was him. That was the man I believed in. He wasn't hip-hop. A hip-hop, a hip to the hip, the hip the hop. You don't stop rocking that program, which is about pimping. And to the bang bang boogie says jumps the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. How is this going to teach our children responsibility? Because in the midst of all this dancing, a child is suffering, a parent is struggling, because Abba is missing, conditioned that these are the breaks. Face it, it's funny, but I'm not laughing. That's the breaks. That's the breaks. Domestic violence is higher among mothers abusing kids. Most crimes committed by our sons and daughters who are fatherless. But that's the breaks. That's the breaks. Over 1 million teen pregnancies every year. That's the breaks. That's the breaks. And among our young people, the most STDs are prevalent. And our only solution to them is to use a condom how we gotten. Look how far that has gotten. And by the way that it's gotten, they got us right where they want us. Self-enslaved, physically and psychologically to them shackles and the cry for freedom. Never been so bigger than hip-hop. And you don't stop what you can stop, but you choose not. Murder. In fact, call it abortion. No, call it divorce. Call it hatred, envy, pride, greed, beauty. Disguise it and call it anything except murder. Yet we are taught to think and to say we are free. But these are the very things that hold us captive. And if we can't lead ourselves, then who are our children going to follow? It's too much fashion and not enough positive role models. So, oh where have our fathers gone? Oh, where could they be? Came a culture where childhood is perpetuated, unable to mature, physically grown in a child state conscious, incapable of managing our own lives, but I still won't grow up. I'm a grown old kid, so I should be locked up for stupid stuff that I did, incapable of growing in our own minds. Got Brenda's raising babies, not yet ready for the world, made choices uneducated, a lack in educating with all this education. Dear mamas, you are Coretta Scott without the king, a headless queen, and it seems you're way too 5-star chick to find your true means. Because real stars do not seek to glorify themselves, but rather let the whole universe shine. They are around like the sun, helping to provide energy, food, spiritual, so that our daughters and sons can expand through time. Father, it doesn't take an OG to be one to your child. He doesn't need to add another snare kick to a deadbeat, produced by a deadbeat ghost, written by an illegitimate son, so you can glorify your life story. Because ever since you marched right left out of your son's first steps, he's been ever searching his soul, looking for you. That dividing wall separating, profiting off this segregation. In her household, the title father is discriminating. Not enough for a civil rights move. He needs you to tell him that it's nothing wrong when a man cries. That you don't have to be perceived as hard to get by. He needs you to teach him about manhood. That you don't have to be hood to think outside of your hood, confined in a perpetual state, or move beyond the hood. You are a voice. As much you are a stumbling block, and these squares never been so hot, but how can you? When you are mentally a child yourself. Brother, There's so many of you dying. On and off record. There's too much beef to be going green, but everyone is going green but cream. Doesn't make this war go round as love do. His legacy, your son's legacy, is predestined because he follows your footsteps. So here's a revolution. Start by raising your family institution. Overthrow that prideful government within yourself. March back home. Because a house divided against itself would not stand. All our children need are sit-ins. 10 times out of 10 for us to listen. Non-violently demonstrating our positions. So stop with the protesting with your made flaws. We wasn't put on this earth to be at competition. I have a dream. But it's going to take some empathy. Some responsibility. A combined effort from you and me. Because it seems like every year we make a mockery out of Martin Luther King's day. It should be entitled hypocrisy because our attitudes are the same as it was yesterday. Like tomorrow's not promised, so let's live it up without consideration for the next man. And by the same time next year, we be repeating the same cycle over again. Singing, we shall overcome, but haven't overcame anything. And it seems like nobody wants to bear the responsibility. Because our ability to respond seems a little bit irritable when it comes to being accountable for another human being. That wasn't.
Abba,
King.
I'm done. I'm not sleeping.
You done sleeping?
Yeah.
Daughters. Thank y'all.